Hey y'all, it's Amanda, and today I'm in the backyard and I got up earlier in the morning before my son's baseball tournament so I could be outside and I could plant up the new seedling starts that I got from Farmer Bailey's Garden Club. Really excited to show you all. So I'm going to be prepping a portion of this garden right here, this raised bed. This particular area is going to be holding 3 varieties of Lisianthus seedlings that I got from Farmer Bailey's. And I'm going to start by doing a really good weeding. I grow Lisianthus here year after year in this particular bed, and but you can see the weeds have kind of gotten away from me early spring. However, the soil is moist and soft and loose, and so pulling these up is no big deal at all. Now, if you missed my video on ordering online from Farmer Bailey's Garden Club, and the Garden Club specifically allows you to order smaller amounts of seedlings, perfect for the home gardener. But if you missed that video, I will put it in the video description below so you can go back and check it out and hear all the ins and outs about making that order. I will say I'm really excited to show you all the seedlings in a few minutes. I'm really pleased with the quality that came out from Farmer Bailey's, and I can't believe how adorable they were when they were shipped over in their little bitty greenhouse containers. Okay, here is my Farmer Bailey's Garden Club order. Look how stinking adorable these are. Each of these little mini greenhouses holds 8 seedling starts, and they are each tagged with the appropriate name and my own name, which is very cool. Comes with a booklet that kind of talks about how to care for these seedlings, what to do with them. I've actually had these seedlings for a couple of days, and I've gone ahead and acclimated them to my outdoor environment. I'm just quote unquote taking them out of the box again so you can see how everything was packed and how it looked. All the seedlings are in beautiful shape. I thought everything looked really healthy. I didn't feel like they were overly moist or that they had developed any kind of fungus or mold during the transport. I did have one of the Lisianthus, which was a little messy when it had arrived, but I still thought the seedlings were still strong and the roots were very strong as well. Now, all the prices on seedlings vary depending on the variety of plant that you're ordering. I ended up ordering 3 different varieties of Lisianthus, one different variety of Foxglove, and one box of Ladies Mantle. And all 3 of them are going in very different places and are being grown for a different vibe and look in different areas. But super pleased with how these all look. I do want to show you all some close-ups of them so you can see how nice and healthy they are in these little containers. Each of them are labeled. They even have my first and last name on them, which is really fun. And then you can see the really great root structure. There's not a lot of issues with like being root bound or root circling or anything like that. So very pleased with the overall condition. Now the Lisianthus are going to go in this bed that I prepped, and this is outside and it faces south and it gets sun all day. And Lisianthus absolutely prefer sun as much as possible. These bloom early summer and I love them, and they are very drought resistant and do great in my garden. Blue Chateau features large ruffled blooms in unique dusty blue lavender tones with antique undertones. It grows about 30 to 36 inches tall on strong stems, making it excellent for cutting. Thrives in full sun with well-draining soil and blooms summer to fall. Typically grown as an annual biennial in zones 8 through 10. A Rosa 1 lilac produces soft lilac, rose-like double blooms on sturdy, upright stems. It grows 16 to 24 inches tall and performs well in full sun with good drainage. Great for containers or cut flowers with a compact habit. Celeb 2 Metallic Blue has large, fully double blooms in silvery blue lavender tones with a metallic sheen. Plants reach about 30 to 36 inches tall and bloom summer through fall. These thrive in full sun to partial sun and is prized for a long vase life. Because these are such small little plugs, they were super easy to put into the garden. You just need to make sure that you're spreading them out to an appropriate size and that you water them in very, very well. You also need to be diligent in watching them the next few days, making sure they do not dry out. Okay, I am over here under the willow tree, and the sun is to the east, and so I'm getting morning sun, but this container gets afternoon shade. So I think this will be really great for lady's mantle. I've been wanting to grow lady's mantle for quite a while. I've heard that it can spread, so I am starting it out in a container to see what I think, see if I like it, and if I do like it, I will probably spread this out to some other areas, including the shade garden and some areas by my front porch that get a little more shade as well. I am growing it for the foliage and for the happiness that I feel like these particular leaves have with their beautiful scalloped edges. So I'm just loosening up the soil, and then I'm going to get these all tucked in here. Lady's Mantle features soft, scalloped green leaves with airy sprays of chartreuse yellow flowers. It grows 12 to 18 inches tall and thrives in part shade to full sun with moist, well-draining soil. Hardy in zones 3 through 8 and excellent for borders or cut flowers. Okay, I'm in the front garden now, and this faces north, and I'm indicating with my hoary knife where I want to put the digitalis or foxglove. I already have penny blue violas here, some sparkling amethyst verbena, and I really want to add some height by putting in this mix of digitalis dalmatian mix, which is peaches and pinks and purples and whites, and I think it'll be lovely to add some height in this area. Dalmatian mix produces tall spikes of tubular flowers in shades of pink, purple, peach, and cream. It grows 18 to 24 inches tall and blooms earlier than traditional foxglove. Prefers full sun to part shade with well-draining soil. Hardy in zones 4 through 9. Okay, this viewpoint really gives you a good idea of what this corner looks like. I have a corner lot, and this is where everybody walks their dogs and the kids play by this area. And so I love for this front curve to be a focal point. And so going ahead and putting these in to add some height until my hardy hibiscus starts filling in, I think will work really nicely. I especially love all the blues and purples across the front that I have going, and that purple's my favorite color. So I think these are going to mix in really well, and I'm really excited that they were fairly inexpensive and they're so easy for me to put in. This whole process has been super easy ordering from Farmer Bailey's Garden Club. Now, I do want to point out that I am not sponsored by them at all. I paid full price just like you all. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video and watch me get these plugs put in. Hope you guys continue to enjoy your gardening season. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.